Hello guys, and welcome to the next video in this series where I will show you a Hotlap around Imola, then the setup, and then finally I'll show you the race strategy. So going around this track, I really feel like you can push the car to the limit without go spinning with this setup I put on. So when starting the Hotlap you want to put on the DRS and then you want to get close to the wall over here and then as much to the left as you can. You can also go over the curb here, it doesn't matter. So coming into turn 2 you want to brake just after the 100 meter board and going down to 4th so you get the rotation. Go up to 5th to get the car stabilized and then full throttle. When coming into turn 5 you just want to tap the brake while going down to 7th gear, then brake a lot more and go down to 4th to get the rotation and then just shift up to get the car stabilized. Here you want to brake just after the 50 meter board going down to 2nd and then short shift up to 3rd. Otherwise just go full throttle up here, and then when coming into turn 9 you want to brake just after the 50 meter boards where you go down to 5th while you're just turning as much as you can. Coming down here I just lift the gas, I don't brake right here, so this makes the car very stable. Coming down here you want to go down to 3rd and then just shift up going straight here. Here you want to brake just before the 50 meter board, going over this curb in 3rd gear, over this curve as well a little bit, and then just full throttle. In the next part of the track I really managed to ruin my lap, but let me show you. So you want to brake around 70-80 meters here, going down to 3rd, get the apex right, go out on the exit here. Here I really didn't get the apex, so you want to brake a bit before than I did, and then otherwise that's it boys. So we did a 1:15.3, so pretty good lap, but we could do better. So let's take a look at that great setup that I was able to create. So for the front wing you want to do a 25, while at the rear wing you want to do a 24. For the transmission you want to do 62 on throttle and then 55 off throttle. For the suspension you want to do front and rear camber all the way to the right and then the toe all the way to the left. For the suspension you want to do 8-1, then the anti-roll bar also 8-1, and then the ride height is 3 and 5. And then for the brakes you want to do as usual 150%. Then for the tires you want to do one click to the left on the front tires and then max on the rear tires. So that was the setup guys, hope you can use it. But let's take a look at this race strategy. But first I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel. So the race strategy is gonna be a medium soft actually, but I couldn't choose the soft tire, so we'll go medium hards. For the setup we just wanna change our tires where we put one click to the left on all of them. But that's the only thing to do on the setup. So let's go straight into the race now. So we're just gonna skip the formation lap as it's not useful to anything. But let me show you guys something. Today I failed. I only got the green one. But starting P16 we have a lot of catching up to do. But we got the medium tires on while all the others have hard tires on. So we should be able to get a great start. So the lights go out and we go off. If you notice my revs you would see that I didn't put very much on. That's why I didn't get any wheel spin. So I recommend people to do this as well. So off to a great start. We'll go past Sonoda in just a second and then we are P11 in the first few turns. So at the end of lap 2 you can see that we have around 6% tire wear, so the mediums only get 2 or 3% each lap, which is not that much. So let's skip ahead to lap 9 where we go into lap 10 where I'll just show you a lap around Imola with a lot of fuel in. So actually it's not that different from the Hotlap, you'll just be more careful in some terms, brake before over here for example, go down a gear maybe more, but that's the only thing. You go up to 6th here, full throttle you can get up to 8th gear maybe, otherwise keep it down in 7th, go down to 6th and then maybe go down to 3rd to get the rotation at the end. And then coming into turn 7 you want to brake a bit before than the Hotlap because the car is much heavier, but just have that in mind and that's good. Then coming into turn 9 you want to do exactly the same thing as in the Hotlap, go down to 5th gear and then that's it. So coming down here, also the same as the Hotlap, just lift the throttle so you don't lose the car over here. go down to third to get the rotation, and then just flat out up here. Here, brake just around the 50 meter board, go over the curbs, exactly the same as in the hot laps, guys. So if you can drive a hot lap, you can drive a lap around Imola. So the final few corners, brake around 80 meters, go down to third, go over here, go down to third again, short shift off to fourth, and then that's a lap around Imola, guys. So it really reminds us of the hot lap, and we did a 118.4, and usually on the mediums you just want to keep it under 120. So going into the pits at lap 22, you want to brake just before the braking line, otherwise not much to do, otherwise then go in at the right turning point. Let's see if we do that. We do it. We got the purple one again. So great job. But when coming out of the pits, remember your tires are only around 70 degrees. So when coming out, brake a bit before the braking line, otherwise you should be good to go. And then when your tires are up to temperature, just full throttle. So I'll just show you something right here. When coming out of the pit, they actually catched up. So Leclerc and Verstappen is in front, but not for long, because watch here, Leclerc pushed Verstappen off the track, and then we are just right behind Leclerc. So thank you, Leclerc. But let's skip ahead and take a look at how much tire wear that the soft tires have. So after 3 laps they have around 15%, so each lap will take around 5% of the tire wear. So just have that in mind. And a lap around Imola with the soft tires, just as the hot lap, guys. You really don't have to do anything else. Maybe brake a bit before in some turns, but actually you don't have to worry about that much. So we'll just skip that today, and then let's go straight to the end of the race. So at the end of the race you can see that we have around 48% tire wear, so you could actually have pitted 1 or 2 laps before in the mediums. But let's take a look at the fuel. So we have around 0.7 laps of fuel extra, so just remember to extract that from what I showed at the beginning. Otherwise, that was the race around Imola. Very easy track to race on when you have the right setup, and we have that right here. So thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time.